Thank you for joining me today. Let's start off with, what's your name?
All right. My name is Laron Dowdell, and it's a pleasure to be here.
All right, we'll count that as the first question.
Okay.
So, where are you from?
It's a long story. I'm from two places, I would say. I am from both Kinston, North Carolina, and I'm also from Blacksburg, Virginia, the Hokies, where the Hokies reign.
Okay.
So yeah, long story, but
Okay.
yeah.
I was going to say, that wasn't supposed to be one of the long ones, but there's a story. There's a story. I can't help that. Do you have any siblings?
Yes,
Okay.
I have 5 siblings.
Oh, wow.
Pretty big family, yes.
Okay, cool. Are they in this area, or are they?
No, they're not in this area. So I have actually 2 sisters. One of them died when she was a baby from SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. So I never got a chance to meet her. Her name was Siobhan. And so I have one sister who is living, and then the rest of them are brothers. So 2 of them live in New York, and one is in Arizona. He's in the military. And another is in Goldsboro, North Carolina. And then there's me.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Next one. So what made you decide to get into ministry?
My usual answer to that is God, right?
Good reason.
Right. It's my journey has been filled with, in terms of the call to ministry, a lot of running. So kind of like Jonah in a sense, where God called him to do something and to preach, right? To save a nation. And he ran from God. And so, I never, I guess, thought when I was younger, I never looked at my life as being that of running from God and not trying to do ministry. But it's consisted of him calling me to go forth, and I ran from him. And in the process of running from the call, I've run into the call.
The world is a globe, so if you run way far enough, you'll end up coming back.
Eventually, you go right back to it.
Do you have any pets?
No, my family used to have a pet. Actually, when I was little, and there's a cute little story behind that.
Okay.
When my mother was pregnant with me, she would get sick sometimes. And my parents had a dog whose name was Lassie. So Lassie used to jump onto the couch where my mom was sitting, and would position his body onto her stomach where I was, and her illness would subside. Her sickness would go away. We always wanted another dog growing up, and just my parents never got another dog for us. So hopefully one day I'll get a
Maybe
dog.
someday.
Yeah, maybe someday.
So I take it you're a dog person instead of a cat person?
Oh, definitely a dog. I'm a dog guy all day
Okay.
long. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So what is the farthest place you've ever traveled to?
The Bahamas.
Okay.
That's the furthest place southward. West would be.
Hopefully you've at least gone to Arizona.
Yes, I did go to Arizona, right, for my brother's wedding. But I went to Las Vegas also.
Oh, okay.
So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Where is one place you would definitely love to see?
Somewhere in the Middle East.
Okay.
Somewhere in the Middle East. I would like to go to Israel. That would be nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some interesting places out there.
Yeah. Very, pretty much, right. Pretty interesting, right?
A lot of history.
Yeah.
I hear things happen there.
Yeah, that's right. Heard some good things happen also in the past. So.
Yeah, there you go. So lots
Like
to
to
learn.
visit. Yes, definitely.
Awesome, that would be cool. What's your favorite season?
Oh, my favorite. Well, it depends on where I am,
Okay.
right? If I used to live in New York and work out of New York City. And so when I was there, springtime was my absolute favorite. Down south, it would have to be fall. I love fall in the south, and also in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, during the fall is the absolute favorite time.
Same here. Fall is my season.
Okay,
When it starts
yeah.
getting cool again. I don't like the heat, so when it starts getting cool again, I'm a happy little clam.
Right, absolutely. And my birthday is in the fall. So
Oh, cool. October 23rd. When's yours?
October 2nd.
Oh, shoot.
So we're right there. Absolutely. And my dad was the 26th.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. A lot of October birthdays in
Oh,
here.
absolutely.
Okay. That's because it's the best month.
What other month could you ask to be born?
Absolutely. Geography question. What's the capital of North Dakota?
Oh my God.
You don't know?
Yeah. What is it?
Do you know?
No, I don't.
Then technically that is the correct answer. Who is the oldest person you've met and what's something you learned from them?
Okay. The oldest person that I've met is God. I'm just kidding. I mean, even though that's true, talking about a person living in the flesh nowadays, it would be my aunt Carrie White.
Okay.
She's the oldest person, and what I learned from her is the standard of honor and just reverence for how you carry yourself as a person, serving as a model for younger generations. And I just learned, what it meant to walk with prudence from her, right? To use caution in your living and to honor yourself, and just this wisdom across the board with her life, especially as she got older. And so I appreciate that about her. She died in her late 90s. I'd say at least 96. And that would be the closest person that I knew that was that old.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds like she was a great example.
Oh, absolutely. She can cook herself to heaven and back. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, she's one of the baddest cooks that I knew, and I miss her eating. She died several years ago.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss, but it sounds like you got a lot of great memories.
Oh, great memories. Awesome.
So, as you mentioned food, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food these days is Korean fried chicken.
Oh
my God.
Okay.
Bob, we got to go out sometime. We got to get Korean fried chicken.
Do you know a good place around here?
Not around here, but there's a great place in Chapel Hill and in Durham.
Okay.
Oh God, just so delicious.
So you like spicy food?
The only spicy food that I really love is Indian food. Indian food other than Korean fried chicken, Indian food is my absolute favorite. Chickpeas or chana masala.
Okay.
It is so good to me.
So since you are such a connoisseur of food, let's ask you the most difficult question of all.
Oh man.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is a hot dog a sandwich? I would have to say no.
Okay.
Because my mama told me so.
You're one of those people. Okay.
I'm one of those people. My mama told me it's not a sandwich. Unless you put it in between two pieces of Wonder Bread.
Okay. Everything becomes a sandwich with Wonder Bread.
Everything becomes a sandwich. Absolutely.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is kickball.
Okay.
A sport.
Is it a sport? You're asking, is it a sport?
Is it a sport?
Sure.
It's my favorite sport.
Okay.
We played that every day growing up. And that's one sport that I feel like is kind of put in a box of childhood, right? So I kind of feel like adults don't explore that as a sport as they age. And that's unfair because I feel like it's such a family game. Low risk, unless you kick the ball into somebody's face.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, it's pretty safe. You know what I'm saying? And it brings about so much laughter, and just so much activity. You kind of can burn a good amount of calories if you're doing it.
Is that going to be part of your diet? You're dieting and you're going to start a kickball league.
I'm actually looking for a kickball league right now. So if anybody knows of any, let me know.
This one should be easy for you. Duke or UNC?
Oh, Duke, absolutely.
Absolutely. All the way.
Absolutely, yes.
Well, you don't need any UNC fans in here anyways. So, speaking of Duke, since you do attend Divinity School there, they are training you for ministry, and as a young man, you'll be ministering for many decades to come, hopefully. So you have to look to the future. And I'm curious what both you and even the divinity school, since they're preparing you for decades of being a pastor, where do you and where does the program see the church and worship and ministry heading in the future?
I can speak for myself, right? By saying that we are looking for multicultural worship and authentic inclusion. Communities that have been excluded, oppressed, marginalized. The future church would benefit in terms of thriving and building from digging deep within Scripture, our doctrine, our theology, and partnering with God to find creative ways to become a fulcrum for change when it comes to inclusion, and providing emotional reparation, racial healing, and bringing those into the fold that have been marginalized and thrown to the side and declared as outcasts historically by society. That's where I see us going. That's where my hope is.
So more inclusiveness.
More inclusive.
Bring people together. You envision more multi-ethnic congregations coming together.
Yeah.
Different cultures all worshiping together.
Absolutely. What I would love to see is, even if we are the same color or different colors, whatever have you, we can bring different cultures of worship, right? To a space and see God and the beauty of expression within the context of diversity.
Right.
And that is what I dream of seeing in every church.
That's awesome. I love that. That sounds like a great future. I love to be a part of that.
Glory to God. Amen.
Awesome. Yeah. What's your favorite movie?
What dreams may come.
How about favorite musician?
In terms of playing, it would be my uncle, Andre Jackson.
Okay.
I'm also a musician. So I was inspired to become a musician because of him.
Now, when you mentioned your uncle, you did this. He plays piano?
He plays organ and piano.
Okay,
and piano. In terms of singing, it would have to be Luther Vandross.
Okay.
Do you know who Luther Vandross is?
I do.
Oh, yes.
I do. That's a deep cut.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yes, the velvety voice. Boy, if I could sing, I would sing like Luther.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Ooh, I'm a night owl.
So describe yourself in one word.
Creative.
So what do you hope to learn this summer while you're at Millbrook? What do you hope to take away from this experience?
Simply doing things I've never felt comfortable with doing before.
Okay. Get outside your comfort zone, outside your box?
Getting outside of my box, yeah. Of familiarity.
Okay.
Absolutely. So.
Good. Well, hopefully we can provide that.
Already I've been experiencing that.
You've been here, 2 weeks, and
right.
already stuff's happening.
Exactly.
It moves fast in a church.
That is true, and I love that. It helps time fly by faster.
And last question, how many fingers am I holding up?
4.
4. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not good. Well, anyways, Laron, it's been a lot of fun chatting with you.
Yes.
Everyone, Laron Dowdell, our intern for this summer, very smart, thoughtful guy who may or may not have a concussion. We'll check back again after full contact communion in August, but it's been a pleasure talking with you.
It's been a pleasure.
And thank you very much for sharing with us.
Thank you for having me.